Good morning. Here we are, working in our little accordion journal again. Now the big news from this week is that Q managed to somehow get a tiny little tick in her eye. So I thought to commemorate that event, we might do a little image of it. Now, do I have any black ink? No. I've got ground espresso, so let's see if that's going to work. So yes, it's all very swollen and she's a bit out of action. We had to go down to the emergency department to get it removed. And it was just the tiniest little thing. So to give you an idea, what's that? It's the corner of her eye. It's going to be a bit hard to see, but it was just in there. And that is about the size of it. So like a little speck. And now her whole poor eyelid is all swollen up and red and creased like a caterpillar because it's gotten so fat. So let's go. Tiny tick. In Q's eye. Equals urgent care clinic. For removal, but lucky for us, the urgent care clinic is at the beach, so, and then a nice long walk at the beach. So it wasn't all bad. Well, not for me anyway. It's pretty bad for her. There we go. What a horrible thing to happen. Anyway, she'll probably never want to garden again after that instance, and I don't really blame her. So I thought we might have a bit of a bug-related spread. So this is how I keep my ephemera. I know we all do it differently, and I've tried many things over the years, but I actually have decided I like this. It's just cut the top of the envelopes. I keep them in a shoebox on my desk, and then I fill them with the appropriate thing they're labelled with. Usually. Not always. Sometimes I find ring ends. But I found quite a few. I don't have any ticks, funnily enough. But I do have some kind of creepy little bugs. These are actually beetles, but they're so small on here. They do look a bit like ticks, so I thought I might just tuck that in as a journal card. Now this one, I printed them on a rather flimsy paper, so I've glued that to an old book page, bit of a book page that was blank, and I leave this on here. You guessed it, so that we can hinge it. So I might just pop that in there. It's always nice to have interactive elements, even if they're just a little flip. It does make for I don't know, it's a more fun experience when you've got, it's a bit like when you were a kid, I guess, and if you were lucky enough to get one of those pop-up books and, you pulled things and they all bounced up. This is like the tamer adult version. All right, so there's some bugs. I feel like this needs a little something. Oh, and I wanted to show you this. Look at this. Q wanted to make some labels that were more suited to her style. And so she went through, this was a book of old newspaper reprints from the 1800s, and she put put these together. Look, we've got babies mixed in church. So she's going to put this on a potion bottle. Why? Artist's query. 6 days under gas. Bad air. Anyway, I thought, looking at all of these, oh, we've got one that says eyes and one that says frantic with agony, which is probably a little bit of an exaggeration, but she's certainly been frantic with itching. So she put together all these, like, put this back here while I tear that, stamped the label frames, and then she glued the torn out bits of title just onto a plain page, which she then, I think this is the order, then she spattered all of that with coffee and then she scanned it. So now she can just keep printing to her heart's content. And it was really fun, you know, when you're using up book pages and there's a little bit left and there's some great words. Neither of us are very interested in using the available sentiments like fly free and live, laugh, love, or whatever it is. But this kind of thing, you know, a bit weird, a bit gruesome in her case. But I don't know. It just seems much more interesting, much more us, much more interesting to us. That's what I should say. All right. So frantic with agony. Oops. Pardon me. What else have we got? Oh, this is that same book, actually, which we've been hacking into. Frantic with agony. I don't know that I want to put anything from there under that. But maybe I just want to add this in here as a little fold down. Fold down, fold up, and have that underneath. Or do I want to have that there? I love the way it's just decisions every time. I like it there. I'm going to put it there where it's framed nicely by that chocolate brown background. And then this little duva, I wonder if that would hold sufficiently if I just use some art glitter. Oops, if I can. You can tell when you haven't worked for a few days, can't you? Ah, come on. There we go. Nope. Goodness me. We've been having very hot days when the sun's out and very cold nights. Maybe the glue doesn't like the temperature changes. There we go. Now, if I just bend that there, that will stop me from pulling it too hard and ripping it out. And then to put something on here to tart that up, I might just use, oh look, a bit of a cobweb or a bit of green. I think I prefer the green. I'll hide the white edges with a little bit of ink. Oh, that's good. And that'll just make that edge of the pocket a bit stronger too. So we'll pop some, pop, here I go again. Some art glitter on there. And there's our commemoration to the Week of the tick. Tick of the week. Actually, maybe that's what I'll call this spread. Let's just, oh no. Beware of gardening. There we go. Nice. Oh my goodness, look, this is the last page of this side. Something else that happened yesterday which really made me laugh was I was putting on my just a fleecy vest, which I've had for many years, and it was lying open on the bed, and I saw that it had this inside, remove before use, with a little cut thing there. So I don't know why, but that really just makes me laugh. It's like, why do you put that in? For what purpose? And I thought, oh, I was going to try and staple it, and now I've completely forgotten to get the stapler. Okay then, how else can we attach it? Perhaps, I made a bit of a mess of that bit there anyway, so if I glued it, I kind of want to have it in this journal, like maybe here. Maybe I could just stick it there. If I could trim off these little white threads. Let's see. It's a bit plasticky, so I'm not sure it's going to hold. But there's only one way to find out, right? There we go. I can't believe that in all these years I've never seen that before. Maybe my movements were being tracked. Inside there was a little hard plastic identifier of some sort, I guess. I suppose it's so if you steal it and walk out of the shop, it beeps, but I thought those things were on the, the shop removed them, not left them actually in the garment. Oh, I like that. Before use. And it is going to stick, so that's good.